Namastey Coders, I hope you are fine. So today is 25th March and we are gonna solve today's problem of the day. So this is a very interesting problem, and all the previous problems of problem of the day also belongs to the similar type of the problem. So the problem is, check if grid can be cut into sections. So this problem is, let me give you the hints. This problem is based on the intervals, right? Intervals. So which is, intervals are the very important section of DSA, and there are multiple problems there are multiple interesting problems which belongs to the intervals. So the problem is, check if grid can be cut into the sections, and I suggest you all to go through this problem once and try to solve this by yourself. And if you are not if you are not able to solve this problem by your own, then continue this video. And if you have solved this problem earlier, then also you can continue this video to see the different approaches, right? So before starting the problem, I want you to know that this video is a part of LeetCode problem of the day series, in which we are gonna solve all the LeetCode problem of the day, and I will upload the video on my playlist on my YouTube channel. So the link of the playlist is given in the description box. You can check out the previous videos as well. Along with this LeetCode problem of the day series, I have also started LeetCode 75, in which I'm gonna solve topmost 75 questions of the LeetCode, which will most probably come into your interview. So if you want to prepare for the placements, to make your DSA stronger, I suggest you all to go through those videos as well. Along with these two playlists, I have also created a WhatsApp group in which we are gonna solve LeetCode. We are gonna discuss multiple things like doubts, any problem, any algorithm, and most importantly, we can connect with the different coders, right? So we have now few members in our group. So if you want to be a part of a good community, you can join the WhatsApp group. Link is given in the description box, and that is completely free. Okay, so let's start with the problem. So I will solve this problem in 3 steps. First, I will discuss all the details. So this is the structure of an interview, right? So your interviewer will also like you to solve the problem in a similar manner. So first I will discuss the details, then I will try to solve the problem in a native approach or brute force approach. Then I will try to solve the problem in the optimized manner. Okay, so let's start with the problem. The problem is, check if grid can be cut into the sections, and we are given an integer n representing the dimension of n cross n grid with the origin at the bottom left of the corner of the grid. You are also given a 2D array of coordinates rectangles, where rectangles I is in the form of start x, start y, end x, end y, representing a rectangle on a grid. Each rectangle is defined as, so let me explain it to you. One second. Let me explain it to you using the example. So we have given a grid of 5 cross 5. So this is a grid of 5 cross 5. This is the origin. Okay. Then we are given rectangles. So this is start x, this is start y, this is end x, this is end y of a rectangle. So rectangle is starting from 1, 0, right? This is 1, 0, and end on 5, 2. This is 5, this is 2. So this is a rectangle, right? Similarly, 0 to 2, 4, 0 to 2, 4, this is also a rectangle, and similarly these two rectangles. So in this manner we are given our input, right? And what is expected? So expected output is, note that rectangle do not overlap. First thing, your task is to determine if it is possible to make either 2 horizontal or 2 vertical cuts on the grid, such that each of 3 resulting sections. So whenever we are we are doing 2 cuts on a grid, that will make 3 sections, right? So those 3 sections formed by the cut containing at least one rectangle. So all those 3 sections should contain at least one rectangle. Each rectangle belongs to exactly one section. So we should not cut rectangle by using those lines, right? So what should we do? What is expected from us? That we should cut this this grid into 3 parts, right? Using 2 lines. Each section should contain one rectangle. They may contain 2 rectangles, and the line should not cut any rectangle like that, right? So we want to know that if it is possible to do this task or not. So let's take this example. Cut 1, cut 2. This is separating this into 3 sections. Let's take this third example. We have to build this rectangle. So okay, let's build this. So this will be a rectangle for this example. This is 4 cross 4. We have 0, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 0, 2. This is nothing but 2, 0. So this is okay, sorry, this is 0, 2, and this is 2, 4. This is 2, this is 4, so this will be 2, 4. So this is our first rectangle. This is 1, 0, right? And 1, 0 and 3, 2. 1, 0 and 3, 2. So this will be our second rectangle, right? And 2, 2, 2. 2, 2. Okay, 2, 2 and 3, 4. So this will be our third rectangle. Okay, so 3, 0, 3, 0 and 4, 2 and 4, 2. 4, 2. So this is our fourth rectangle, right? So 3, 2 and 4, 4. So this is our fifth rectangle. So this is nothing. This is no rectangle. This is 1. This is also a rectangle, right? 0, 2. So 0, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are 5 rectangles, and we cannot divide these rectangles into 2 parts, right? Because this is now cut it. If we use this, so we cannot divide this grid into 3 parts, right? So that's why this answer is false. Okay, so well, now I hope you understand this problem very well, right? But how to solve this problem? So in a very native approach, what we can do is, so we can do one thing, right, to solve this problem. So if I don't know anything about intervals, and also what should I do? I will check that, let's say, check for the vertical lines. Start from 0 and start from 0 and from n minus 1. I have to check if any 2 vertical lines is possible for this case, right? So I will check for them. So this can be done in n square for iterating for every vertical line, and parallelly n for checking for every line, right? So for creating the lines, we need n square, and for checking each line we need n. So the time complexity will be n cube for verticals, similarly n cube for horizontal lines. So the time complexity will be 2n cube, right? For brute force, this is for brute force, what we are doing, we are solving the problem in n cube overall. Space complexity will be nothing, O1, right? So we can solve the problem in n cube using brute force solution. And let's see the constraints. Okay, n is 10 to the power 9, right? So we must solve this problem in n. Okay, so now what can we do to solve this problem in n instead of n cube, right? So there is a concept called merging intervals or intersecting intervals or anything, right? So overlapping intervals, right? So we can do one thing, right? So instead of looking at this grid as a 2D grid, we only want to horizontal cut or vertical cut, right? So what we can do, we can convert this grid into a 1D grid, and we can say that there is a let's say rectangle between 0 to 2. There is one rectangle, so we cannot cut this interval, right? There is a rectangle between 2 to 4. There may be multiple rectangles, right? So let's say one rectangle is like this and second rectangle is like this. So we cannot cut from this point to this point, right? So this is our another interval, right, in which we cannot make a cut. So in this example, we have interval between 2 to 4 and there is an interval between 4 to 5 in which we cannot make a cut. So we got 3 intervals, non-overlapping intervals, right, which is non-overlapping. So we can clearly see that we can make 2 cuts here. So this is a possible case. So yeah, you may say that, yeah, Kana, you made this problem from 2D to 1D in a very smart way. So yes, this is the power of TSA. So we can solve any problem in very efficient manner. Let's take this example. Sure, okay. In a vertical case, right? In a vertical case, there is a constant over interval between 0 to 4 in a y-axis, right? There is a constant interval between 0 to 4. So yeah, the answer is possible, but still from our example we cannot say that we can cut this grid into 3 different sections. So yeah, we have only checked the y-axis, right? We have to check the x-axis also. So in x-axis there is a constant interval between 0 to 2, like this is 0 to 1 and this is 0 to 2. So we can say that there is a constant interval between 0 to 2 through which we cannot make a cut. There is another interval between 2 to 3 and there is another interval between 3 to 4, right? So this is a one interval, this is a second interval, this is a third interval, and we can make 2 cuts here easily. So the answer is possible and this is a true. So yeah, we got an answer in which now what we have to do, we have to check those intervals only once, right? And how to solve the overlapping interval solution? How can we solve that? In n log n, right? So just by using a good concepts, we have reduced our time complexity from n cube to n log n, which is a huge difference. Huge means very, very high difference, right? So I hope you understand this interval wala approach so that we can start with our solution. Okay, so what I'm doing is, first of all, I'm creating a overlapping interval wala check method, right, in which I'm giving a vector of pair which is nothing but the intervals. Okay, now I am sorting those intervals. So this is a standard solution for the overlapping intervals, and I'm counting the sections, how many sections we can create. So we are starting from so this is the standard procedure to solving overlapping intervals. So if you want me to like if you want to if you don't understand this overlapping interval wala problem, I suggest you to go through my previous video in which I have explained the overlapping interval wala problem in a very depth manner. So I will provide you the link in the description so that you can go through that video as well. Okay, so I am starting, and whenever my max end, so let's say this is our intervals. So this is one interval, so this is one interval, this is a second interval, and this is a third interval. Okay, so my max end is currently at I am sorting this intervals so that this will come first, then this will come second, and this will come third, because I am sorting at the starting points. Now my max end is the end right now. My max end is this right now. Okay, so while my start is this and end is this, okay, if my max end is smaller than start, so if this is the case, right, my max end is smaller than equals to start, that means there is a different section we can create, right? So if my max end is smaller than start, that is not the case. So we will again go through this. We find the second interval in which my max end is so in this case my max end will be this, and my max end is not smaller than start. So the start is this and max end is this, so this is not smaller. So again my max end will be max of max end, and end is the end of the current interval. The end of current interval is this, so my max end will become this right now. Okay, after the second iteration. In the third iteration, my start is this, okay, and my max end is this, so my max end is equals to start. That means we found a line or a section. Okay, so we increase the section, and let's say this is also an interval. In this case we found another section. So if my section is greater than 2, so we will return true. That means we have found 2 cuts, right? Okay, now this is the function for checking if we can make 2 cuts, right, basically. And what I'm doing is I'm creating 2 vectors, vector of pairs, for a horizontal interval and a vertical interval. This is x interval and y interval. I'm pushing start x, end x in x interval, and start y, end y in y interval, and checking for those intervals. And this is how I am solving this problem. So I hope you understand this problem well, and I hope you will suggest these videos to your friends also who is solving DSA, right? So okay guys, this is all from my side in this video. So this is very interesting problem, and I hope I am able to understand make you understand this problem well. So thank you for your time. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. If you have any suggestions for me, you can ask me in the comment section, or else you can join the WhatsApp group, in which you can ask any doubt, anything directly in that channel, and people or I will help you throughout the problems. So thank you for your time. Have a nice day.